seen the CBS show Young Sheldon, you've probably heard of the name Georgie Cooper, who was played by East Texas native Montana Jordan, born in Longview and raised in Ore City. And this past weekend, I had the opportunity to join Montana at the State Fair of Texas ahead of a sneak peek premiere of his new show, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, and sat down with him before that premiere. This CBS19 original, Montana shares his experience with transitioning from Young Sheldon to Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage and what he misses most about home right here in East Texas.
A Western?
It's no secret every Texan needs a hat.
The size of these. The mirror, where's the mirror at? Fit perfect.
And the story of this Texan starts in our own backyard.
How would I describe East Texas? Well, you're going to run into a lot of respectful people, and you don't find that everywhere.
Montana Jordan, known for his role as Georgie Cooper in Young Sheldon.
Georgie, freshman year, that's a big deal.
How can I be excited when he's going to be in the same grade as me?
Is all grown up years later in his new show, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage.
You get to see a more mature Georgie. You know, you get to see him, now he's dealing with the loss of his father. He's having to deal with all that. And like I said, he's got a baby on his hip, and we all know the struggles with that.
A role Montana says he can relate to a lot.
I mean, we had so much in common, you know. We was both playing football. We was, you know, just being a teenage kid, and now I'm still getting to play this character, you know, so many years later, and we're growing up together.
And having both Young Sheldon and Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage based right here in East Texas has made this role fun for Montana.
You know, everything they write, they might not know about it from their personal life, but they do their research, and when the scripts come out, everything sounds right.
And if you haven't noticed, that Texas twang isn't part of the acting.
That's right, it's the real deal. There are times where I have to pronounce a word more, you know, pronounce it more or something like that, but for the big picture, it ain't held me back none.
From starring in his first movie at 12 years old to landing a role as Young Sheldon's older brother, Montana Jordan has come a long way in his acting career.
They got us all on a Zoom call and told us that Young Sheldon was ending, and literally 5 minutes after, they called me and, you know, told me that they wanted their thoughts about creating this show. And before they could even finish the sentence, I said, hell yeah, let's do it. I'm ready.
Now it's for the kid to make breakfast.
This is where you say, thank you, Georgie.
That ain't necessary.
See, that ain't necessary.
Ahead of the premiere on CBS, Montana arrived home just in time for the State Fair of Texas.
We're gonna beat the heck out of some chickens today. Come on, baby.
Got it.
Look at it. Look at it.
That's going on
Who threw that?
Instagram bound.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Big Tex, little Tana. I got me a big Tex. They say we look alike.
And sure, they may look alike, but let's see who wore it better.
That's my guy over there. A little bit bigger than my foot, but I could probably fit his boot. Me or him? He ain't got nothing on me. I mean, come on now. No, I think he's got that one.
All right, now that the fun and games are over, let's grab something to eat. How does a cotton candy bacon on a stick sound?
It's happening.
How are you, sir? Good to see you.
So are we making it, or are we just going to let you try it? What's the plan?
I'll make it.
If your other job doesn't work out, you can come work out
Oh,
for me.
good. That's what I'm talking about. Amazing.
fun.
Montana, you did an amazing job.
I appreciate it. Thank you. That's awesome, man.
Well, you gotta eat it off the stick. That's the whole
Oh,
idea.
that's how you do it.
That's the idea.
Got it all over my face. They done got me full.
And a full stomach is just what the doctor ordered to settle in and watch the first episode of Georgie Mandy's First Marriage, a treat some lucky fans got to see in person and others catching Montana out and about at the fair.
You got a chicken hat. You're very welcome. Just for you. You're very welcome. There we go. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks, man. There we go. You're very welcome. Yes, sir. Thank you.
And none of this would have been possible without his roots and the help of family from back home in East Texas.
Well, I mean, honestly, I give it all to my dad, man. My dad's a hard-working man. He's very respectful to everybody he meets, and I try to live up to that, man. I try to be respectful and down to earth and just treat everybody with respect.
But a lot has changed since moving to LA.
Everything. Every little thing you can think of, even if it's just as little as going to Sonic.
Exchanging the simplicity and comfort of a small town life with the hustle and bustle of a big city.
I want to go to Sonic, but they ain't got a Sonic up there in California, so.
But as the saying goes, you can take a man out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of a man, whether it's a day on his farm or on the stands of the gridiron.
Yeah, it's always great to come back to Ore City and see everybody that I went to school with. And I actually had enough time this time that I was in. I got to go to one of my niece's cheerleading games, so I got to go see that, and that was cool. I haven't been to that stadium in forever, so it was nice to go back. It really was.
Montana likes to keep himself humble, saying he's no more or less than any one of us.
I still put my pants on the same way as everybody else, so.
And that's something he wants to teach his young daughter, that along with the East Texas value of respect.
I want to teach her to be respectful and treat everybody like they're humans.
And Montana's life reflected almost like a mirror in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage.
Even if you weren't tuned in Young Sheldon and you didn't watch Young Sheldon, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is a show that you can start without watching Young Sheldon. You know, just like you can watch Young Sheldon without watching Big Bang Theory.
Such a great time out there. And a special thanks to CBS for inviting us out there. And you can watch the entire interview streaming on CBS19 Plus by downloading it free on Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. And you can also watch Georgie and Mandy's first marriage right here on CBS19 every Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And if you missed an episode, you can also stream it on Paramount Plus.